Well, newly leaked audio has Trump talking about threatening both Putin and Xi Jinping with bombing Moscow and Beijing. This audio was reportedly from private fundraisers held in New York and Florida in 2024. And in it, you're going to hear Trump saying, with Putin, I said, if you go into Ukraine, I'm going to bomb the shit out of Moscow. I'm telling you, I have no choice. So he goes like, I don't believe you. He said, no way. And I said, way. So in the audio, and I'm going to have you hear it, I just want to tell you what it says because it's kind of hard to hear. But he also claims to have threatened China, saying, I'm with President Xi of China. And I said the same thing to him. I said, if you go into Taiwan, I'm going to bomb the shit out of Beijing. And he thought I was crazy. He said, Beijing, you're going to bomb? I said, I have no choice. I got to bomb you. We're going to bomb Beijing. And he didn't believe me either. Here's the leaked audio.
To Putin, I said, if you go in to Ukraine, we're going to bomb the shit out of Moscow. I'm telling you, I have no choice but Republicans. Republic. So he goes like, I don't believe you. I said, he said, no way. And I said, way. And then he goes like, I don't believe you. But the truth is, he believed me 10%. And I said, he does. He believed me 10%. Well, I'm with President Xi of China. But I said the same thing to them. I said, if you go into Taiwan, I'm going to bomb the shit out of Beijing. He thought I was crazy. He said, Beijing? You're going to bomb Beijing? I said, I have no choice. I got to bomb it. We're going to bomb Beijing. And he didn't believe me either, except 10%. And 10% is all you need. In fact, 5% would have been okay too. And we never had a problem. We would have never had a problem.
Okay, so he said that Putin only believed him about 10%, but at least it was 10%. So that was the supposed anti-first or anti-war America first. Does feel like he's anti-first, right? That was a Freudian slip. The supposed anti-war America first president bragging about threatening to bomb Moscow if Putin invaded Ukraine and bomb Beijing if Xi made a move on Taiwan. This is on top of the fact that Trump actually did bomb Iran on behalf of Israel. So let's just pause for a second. This isn't speculation. This isn't a media smear. These are Trump's own words. And he boasts about threatening to annihilate two nuclear-armed superpowers. Just casually promising World War III if they step out of line. Now, someone explain to me how any of this is America first. And let's just game this out for a second. Let's just say Trump's threat to bomb Moscow was real. What happens next? Russia isn't Iraq. It's not Libya. It's a nuclear superpower with the largest stockpile of nuclear weapons on Earth, bigger than ours. Their military doctrine explicitly says that if their homeland is under existential threat, they launch. A single nuclear missile hitting New York, Washington, or Chicago, that is millions dead in minutes. And you think the American people voted for that? And what about China? Say we bomb Beijing because Xi goes into Taiwan. China responds with cyber attacks on our infrastructure, hospitals, banks, air traffic control, collapsing the system within hours. Then comes the South China Sea blockade. U.S. carriers get hit, supply chains grind to a halt, the shelves go empty, American troops start dying by the thousands. What's the Pentagon's, their own war games? The Pentagon's own war games say we lose. Not maybe, not possibly, we lose. In a simulated war with China over Taiwan, the U.S. runs out of missiles in a matter of days. Aircraft carriers get sunk. Bases in Guam and Japan are annihilated. And the economy, forget it. Wall Street crashes and doesn't come back. So when Trump ran in 2016, he won because he told the truth about endless war, right? He called Iraq a mistake. He said the military-industrial complex had hijacked Washington. He promised no more regime change wars, no more sending our kids to die for foreign borders. And you know what? That message resonated with independents, with disillusioned Democrats, with young people, with veterans, with working-class Americans who were tired of footing the bill for global policing. But then you fast forward to 2024, 2025, and here we are, in 2024, this audio recording. And even though Trump is saying to the public, oh yeah, I'm anti-war, behind closed scenes, Trump is acting more like John Bolton than the outsider he once was. He's talking tough, threatening bombs, all while sending U.S. missiles into Iran, not to protect Americans, but to defend Israel's interests. So you tell me, how was that different from the neocon foreign policy we voted against? Let's be honest. The Trump of today is no longer the Trump of 2016. He's still got the populist swagger. People are still cheering for him. He's still saying things like he's a man of peace. He's got Netanyahu nominating him for the Nobel Peace Prize. But behind the scenes, he's aligning with the same global interests he once claimed to oppose. If threatening nuclear war with Russia and China and launching strikes for Israel is your idea of America first, then maybe the brand has lost all meaning. Because real America first means protecting American lives, American borders, and American prosperity. And none of that is happening as Trump is sitting there threatening and really, truly bombing foreign countries and threatening China, threatening Moscow with being bombed. And the question is also, what if they go ahead and go forward with it and Trump doesn't actually bomb them? So America, not that I'm advocating for the U.S. to drop any bombs, but we're a laughingstock because we can't keep our promises. Not that we should be keeping those promises. I'm definitely not advocating for that. But nonetheless, when an American president threatens other presidents of other countries and says, I'm going to bomb the shit out of you if you go into Ukraine, I'm going to bomb the shit out of you if you try to take Taiwan, and then he doesn't because the war games show absolute annihilation for the United States, well, we just become even more of a laughingstock. No one can take us seriously. And at this point, how can anybody, except for Trump dropping bombs on Iran, but then laughing a few days later, accepting a phone call from Iran saying, go ahead and blow up some stuff. It's okay. Yeah, we get it. You want to blow up our stuff too. Okay, no problem. Go ahead. Like it's all for show. It's all a game. None of it's real. None of it means anything. All of it is for who? Not for you, not for me, not for America. It's for the military-industrial complex. It's for the pro-Israel Zionists. It's for everybody but Americans. None of this benefits Americans. Do you care if China takes Taiwan? Do you care if Russia takes Ukraine? No, I don't. You don't. Taiwan was once part of China. Ukraine was once part of the USSR. And guess what? Your life, it didn't matter to you. It didn't matter to you then. It won't matter to you now. So why in the world is our president threatening to annihilate countries, really our country, threatening to annihilate our country if those other leaders decide that they want to go and take some land that Trump is threatening all the time to take. He's threatening all the time to go after Greenland, go after Canada. Who's threatening to bomb him over this? Nobody's stupid enough to threaten the United States over Canada or Greenland because they've got their own people to worry about. Canada, obviously, maybe would have something to say about it. Greenland might as well. But everybody else, they're not. They're about their own countries. And here we are focused on everybody else. So this is not America first. This is just another showcasing of the grift. How we've all just been snowed by the whole notion of America first, of anti-war propaganda. It was all just propaganda. None of it was real. And here we are continuing to support endless wars, genocide on top of it, which is the worst thing. Even George W. Bush didn't support genocide, or maybe he did. I'm not sure. I mean, certainly the Israelis have been at this for a very long time. But what we're getting right now is the exact opposite of whatever it was we all thought we voted for. Hey guys, thank you for watching this clip from the full Kim Iverson Show, which you could check out Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern at KimIversonShow.com. See you there.